Hey everybody, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today to talk about this first week of Donald Trump's, presidency. Y'all, today I don't want to play. I don't want to joke around. I want to talk to y'all like y'all one of my friends, people that I hang out with, family members and all of that. I just want to talk to y'all like I'm just talking to a friend, sitting in my kitchen and we're chopping it up about what's going on in America. This last week, Donald Trump has made a spectacle of the presidency. I fear this country is in trouble. And not fear like I want to run somewhere and hide. I mean, just fear of what this man can do for our country. He is making a mockery out of the office of the president. Um, the rest of the world is laughing at us. I've been on hangouts where there are people from other countries and they think that we're a joke now. And you know what's funny? The sad part about it is that we are a joke right now. And this joke started the day that his press secretary came out and gave that first press briefing where he was talking about the size of the inauguration crowd that Donald Trump had. And he says that Donald Trump absolutely had more people in his inauguration than any other president in history. Y'all, in other words, they were telling us, are you going to believe us or your lying eyes? And I knew right then it started. Because Donald Trump, like they says, he lies, and he's turning the office of the presidency into a spectacle. We see him every other day or even almost every day signing all of these executive orders, and a lot of these things that he's signing, Donald Trump probably doesn't even have any idea how he's going to get these things done, like building the wall. He was in this big old thing with the Mexican president who told him back when during the campaigning, Mexico is not paying for that damn wall. And so Donald Trump continues on this stuff, and Mexico tells him again they're not paying for it. Now Donald Trump has turned around and said the American people will pay for it and Mexico will pay us back. Mexico is not our enemy. They are our closest neighbor. They are one of our allies. Why would you pick a fight with little old helpless Mexico? What have they done to us? Now they're going to have all these trade wars. It's going to cause all kinds of problems, you know, within the United States because we do a lot of trade with Mexico. Then on to the Muslim ban where he's stopping people from coming in, from these certain countries. And then, he wants no refugees here, blah, blah, blah. The main reason why America had decided that, we would accept refugees is because back when the Jews were being persecuted by Hitler, we turned away a lot of Jews that came here trying to escape what was going on in Germany. And there were 900 Jews in particular on this ship that made it to America. And once they made it here, America turned them away. They were returned to Germany, and later on, all of them were killed. And we did this another time, and the Jews that were returned to Germany were exterminated. So after that, America's pride and, what they said they stood for was bruised because those Jews were killed, and they vowed that they would never do that again. Now, a couple days ago, Donald Trump has changed all of that. And today we watch people returning to the United States from abroad and being stopped at airports and not allowed to enter the country. And lawyers had to go to court and fight for those people to be allowed in. The way that Donald Trump is doing things is scary, y'all. He is also firing ambassadors, entire government departments without any type of notice. Basically, they're finding out, they're coming into work, and they're being told to be gone in 24 hours. And the sad part about it is he has no one to take their places. He's just firing these people that are very important to the smooth running of our country, and he has no one to fill those positions. Basically, Donald Trump doesn't want any person left over from any administration to be working for him. Not only Barack Obama's, but there are people that are in positions in government that have been there through several presidents. You know, Democrat and Republican. He's getting rid of all of them. Think about what I just said. He's cleaning house. He only wants his people in because he doesn't trust anyone else. He wants these people that he puts in office to have a loyalty to him, like he's a king or something. Y'all, we're headed for a government the likes of which we've never seen. And I said in a past video that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention. You know, they're going on about their daily lives and they're saying, you know, this will all work out. You know, this doesn't affect me. Everything that he's doing affects us. And think about it. This is just 7, 8 days in. He only was sworn in last Friday. And look at all the confusion that he's already rained down on our country. We still have 4 years of this man. Today is only January 28th. He was just sworn in again 7, 8 days ago. The things that Donald Trump is doing and the craziness that he appears to be is causing people, rich people, wealthy people, to start building bunkers under the ground. So in case of, say, a war or something, they have somewhere to go that, you know, is away from big cities and stuff. They're building on them on the outskirts of big cities, like, or far out in the woods, you know, someplace where, say, like a New York, if it was bombed, they are nowhere near the big city, where if they know the bomb is headed our way, they can escape to their bunker. Do they know something that we don't know? Listen to me, guys. This is what's happening, because these people are looking at this president that we have now, and they can tell within these first 8 days that this is something like we've never seen before. I know you guys keep hearing, this is unprecedented. This is something we've never seen. This has never happened in the country. The reason why these people are saying that is because it has never happened before. We have never had a president that is this so far off his rocker. Donald Trump believes in conspiracy theories, and he listens to these things that he hears, you know, these vast conspiracies, and he actually believes them, and he governs with that belief. Y'all know he doesn't read. He says he doesn't read. He doesn't even want his intel briefings to be too long, because he said that he doesn't need 200 or 300 pages to understand what's going on, because he's like smart. Come on, y'all. This is the man that's now the leader of the free world. And you're not worried? You're not paying attention? We get caught up in these reality shows, myself included. We get caught up in what's going on in our daily lives, myself included. But this is one time, y'all, one time that we need to pay attention, because whatever happens in this country, whatever goes on, us as people of color, we're going to suffer the most because we have the least. We have the least of power, the least of everything. So if at no other time that we were prepared, shit always happens to us and we're never prepared. Can we get prepared this time? Can we band together this time? Can we join the resistance and this time be on the right side of what's potentially could happen in this country with this lunatic running it? Like I said, it's like we're headed for a government that is like a dictatorship. Everything that I see that this man is doing is what Hitler did. If y'all know y'all's history, or if you don't know your history, read up on Hitler. It's a documentary that I just told my son to watch called The Rise of Hitler. And Hitler's rise is kind of like what's happening with Donald Trump, with this part of the country that's following him blindly. Some of these people that follow him are fanatics, y'all. I watch them on the news. They will believe anything he says. They can see him, doing crazy stuff, acting crazy, and because they have pledged their allegiance to him, they are blinded by him and all of his spectacle and his coming in and doing these big press conferences where he's signing these executive orders. They're like, oh, he's doing everything that he promised that he was going to do. He hasn't done anything yet. He signed it. Now it's time for it to actually be put into action. He's going to destroy our country trying to keep his promise to these lunatics that follow him. I'm watching the news, y'all, and I'm saying to myself, is this where this country is? Is this what we've come to? And then I get so mad at my own people, my family members included. Child, they more worried about, what clothes, what shoes they wearing, where they getting their next makeup or some hair. They more worried about that kind of stuff. You can't even talk to them. They don't want to hear it. But like I said, this is one time in history. And it seems like it's going to be one of the most important times that we need to pay attention, y'all. We don't vote. We don't vote like we should, because if we voted like we could, the power that we have, we can turn elections. We can change the course of stuff if we came out and voted like we should. But that's in the past. We can't change that. Half of us didn't come out to vote. But y'all, we got to do something. We got to pay attention and be ready for whatever is coming down the pipe. We got to be ready, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to be ears open and eyes wide open. And I'm about to keep watching the news. A lot of people say, I don't even pay attention to that stuff. Sometimes I sit there when they tell me stuff like that, and forgive me, but I want to say, you fucking idiot. This is your future. Whatever they do in Washington eventually trickles down to the everyday person like me and you. Hell, the Trump administration is even trying to silence the media. Do y'all notice how he keeps talking about how the media is the worst people on earth, that everything is fake news, that they're all lying? Y'all, this is a plot. This is a plan to make us distrust all media. He doesn't say that any media is telling the truth. That is a dictator. That's what dictators do. They want you to only believe what they're saying. He got on television. All of his people get on television. Notice Each one that gets on, the very first thing that they say is that the media lies, that the media is wrong, the media is this. Hell, the only media that they even give any type of props to is Fox News, and y'all know why. Because Fox co-signs everything that they do. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. The next time you watch one of his people on television, watch how they talk about the media, because they want us to distrust them. The media is only doing their job. Their job is to get out there and report the news. Now, we said that when he was running that they didn't do their job. Well, better late than never. They're trying to fact check this man. They're trying to give you information about the people that are going to be in his cabinet. They're trying. They're a little late, but they are trying now. So watch whatever is your favorite news station and pay attention to what they're telling you or what they're trying to get across to you. Don't let Donald Trump silence the media also, because if we don't have the media, if we don't trust them, then the only person you have left to trust is him. And understand this, y'all. Donald Trump's administration is coming in like gangbusters. They're moving things, they're firing people, they're doing this, they're doing that. They're talking about, repealing and replacing Obamacare. They're doing all this stuff. They're changing or trying to change things in the government that might benefit you. Before you know it, they cut some program that you're on or that you need in the future. And then you'll pay attention. See, I don't want to be surprised. I want to know what's going on. I want to be fully aware as I can, because like I said, I don't understand all of this. But what I do notice is that the more I watch, the more I understand. The more I watch, the more I understand, because once I watch and I do a little research or they'll talk about something that I don't know about or I don't understand. So I'll Google it, and then I'll keep Googling it till I understand what they're talking about. And once you pay attention, you do start to understand. Well, I know one thing. I know we headed for trouble. And I know I want my people for once to be prepared for whatever it is that's coming our way. I just don't want us to be in the dark. And I don't want us to be the ones that's suffering worse than any other race in this country like we always do. So would y'all do me a favor? Pay attention. Be part of the resistance. If you see something you don't like those people were out at JFK Airport tonight protesting, get out and protest. Even if you can only go to the protest 15 minutes. Protest for 15 minutes and then take your black ass home. Some people can't stand a long time. Y'all, my knees, neck, back, everything's fucked up. I'll probably only be out there 5 minutes. I'll probably be leaning on you as you leave. But I'm going to get out there and be part of the resistance, because I refuse to live in a country that allows a lunatic like this to run it into the ground. And with that, y'all, I'm going to get on out of here, because I've talked enough and y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I'm just watching this news, and I said I got to come on here and talk to my people. So keep your eyes open, your ears open, and resist, y'all. Peace.